As an improviser, we always need help from our audience. So I'm going to ask you that. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, go. And you're going to say go with me, but not on the 3, on the go. Can y'all help me with that? Okay, are we ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3, go! All right, I'm going to talk about tonight how much is too much. As I brought a visual aid myself. Throughout my life, from childhood, adolescence, into adulthood, I have been told that I am too much. I am too loud, too big, too sensitive, too emotional, too wide open. Some of you out there who might be a member of this club might have been told that you were something else, or they broke the mold when they made you, or that you're wide open. To explain this more clearly, I am not affiliated with any club or reason to be walking in this parade in Clinton, South Carolina, where I'm from. I just needed my grandmother's supper club gown, and I thought the town needed more of me. So how do we get here? Well, as told as someone that you're too much your whole life, you kind of look back and ask why. So I didn't have to go very far to understand. My great-great-great-grandfather was Brigadier General Robert Toombs. He was a lawyer, he was a senator, a congressman. He was known as a fiery orator. He challenged a fellow senator to a duel. He was quoted in The Atlantic as being a political lion and known for his courtroom antics. His great-granddaughter, my grandmother, was an actress in her own right. She graduated and left for college at 16. She spoke 5 languages. She eloped at 17. She was the only student at her college who was called Mrs. I think that she had her too much tamed too quickly. So, and this is my father. He is the most dynamic storyteller I have ever known or probably will know. And this is my mother, and she's Italian, so there you go. Bada bing. Growing up listening to the stories of legends from the mouths of who I knew to be, in my mind, legends, I didn't understand what being too much, why that was a problem. But wherever I went, people wanted me to be less of me. And as a child, and even as an adult, or in any profession you're in, someone telling you to be less means that you are, ironically, I think I finally figured out what irony was, you are not enough, but yet you are still too much. So, as I continued through life, I realized that, well, pardon my language, mom and dad, fuck it. I can't. What if can't? What if can't be small? I can't be small. And as I was asked to do this and terrified and thinking, what drives you as an artist? And the only thing I kept thinking is, I don't know what drives me, I only know what sustains me. And that is performance, that is art, that is finding a place where I can be too big, too loud, too sensitive, too emotional, and I can be it for other people who maybe can't. If you'll see up here, this is all my improv nerds out there, will know that yes and is a big part of the philosophy of my art, and that is saying yes. And improv is amazing because I started my first class at Theater 99, 280 Meeting Street, let's go. And they will tell you, everyone who learns improv knows that yes and is the philosophy. You say yes to an offer that is given you with nothing else on a stage, no props, no script, no scenery, and you say yes to that, and you get to build on it, and they want more from you. And that was so liberating to me, and I think it's liberating in any profession you're in, any ideas you have, relationships, to be able to say yes. I said yes to Chicago, I said yes to New York, and through that, I said yes to coming back home, which we all know Charleston, there's something about it that pulls you back. And I said yes to character, which is a beautiful part of our English language. It means moving through this world with morals and ethics, but also it means creating characters. I have been lucky enough to be a part of Pure Theater here as a core member, Theater 99, a company member, and I get to perform often at Rip City, which is an amazing experience if you haven't been, curated by Nameless Numberhead. I've gotten to play a stripper with a heart of gold who just does brunch that wants to be with her family, a philosophical sheep, the First Lady, Melania. But I find my home for dramatic arts at Pure Theater, where they allow me to be all the things that other people have asked me not to be, as long as I can remember. So what am I doing now? Well, I believe the children are our future, and also that crack is whack. Those two things hold firm. Now I have the opportunity of teaching children. I get to see the youth of Charleston County. I teach at a beach college. Parents, your daughters are wearing less to my class. Please do better. Thank you. They look great, but I get to see every socioeconomic race, every facet of our community in Charleston, and I get to see them, and they tell me that I am still too big, and they do it with a beautiful eye roll. It's art in itself. But luckily, no matter what your child is hearing on the outside, they're too big, they're too loud, or they're not enough. When they come into my classroom, they are guaranteed a place to know that they're just right. So, as I continue in my pursuit of all things art, I also am pursuing being just as big as I fucking want to. Pardon my language. Thank you very much.